How to negotiate? The party that can walk away in any negotiation is always the strongest one. If you are willing to give up your stance, you are in a much better position to negotiate. There is really no other way. Because a negotiation is only possible if the other person is willing to take a step forward as well. If they are not, then there is no negotiation. Then either you accept or you reject. Maybe you can put up or shut up too, but either you accept or you reject. So negotiation is only possible if the other person is willing to negotiate. We have to ask some very clear questions. What do you want? And if they specify, if what they want is not what you want, then you tell them, this is what I want. Is there a middle way? If there is no middle way, there is no negotiation. But if you can walk away, then you are the stronger party. So in negotiation, if you can let go, if you can say, yes, it doesn't matter to me, then you are automatically an effective negotiator. Because when you cling, when you attach too much to your viewpoint or to your outcome in a negotiation, then you would invariably turn blind to what the other person is saying, because you're only seeing your own viewpoint. And it is easy to defeat somebody their way. There is no rocket science. If you are mighty, if you're stronger than them, or maybe you can just overpower them, you can put your point forward and say, look, this is how it's going to happen. But it takes a lot more courage to defeat them or to be victorious yourself with kindness, with a sense of acceptance. And that will go a long, long way. If you are willing to give up, and I can say this with utmost conviction, if you are willing to give up, if you continue to be so nice and selfless, one day you will disarm the other person, guaranteed. It doesn't matter who they are. One day you will disarm them. One day they will come around. But yes, it may require a lot of patience. It depends from one individual, it differs from one individual to another. But the thing is, often we want that what I want should be there. I want the other person to hear me. I want them to love me my way. I want them to do things and be happy, and the rest of it. They also want something similar. And who's to say and what's to say that somehow you are more entitled to your fulfillment of desires compared to them or their desires? So in a husband and wife, the father wants done something differently, and the mother wants done something differently, and of course the child wants something completely different. It's a triangle. And the negotiation is not merely between just mother and the father. It's between three of them now. There are three parties to that negotiation. So the only way to negotiate is just listen first. Listen to the other person as hard as you can, for as long as you can, and then don't give your reply right away. Reflect on it, sit on it. Some of it will start to make sense to you. And when even little bit of it makes sense, then your response will change automatically. Then there'll be less of friction. Negotiation is not conflict resolution. These are two different things. Conflict resolution, when you are in friction with the other person or in conflict, that's a different matter. First you have to resolve the conflict, then you negotiate. The basis of negotiation is that two parties are willing to listen to each other.